morning. We're at the lakeside, at the level of the lake, more or less. A few inches, probably a foot over the level of the lake. I think it's your first view of this, I believe. I've never taken you down to this level. The camp is up there. A good 60 feet above lake level, I'd say. We're going to talk about something. This lake is 16 miles long. It's in Quebec. During the Second World War, it was an internment camp for Germans that got caught in Europe. I'm trying to think of the place where they got caught. And they got sent here, but it wasn't a freebie. They had to work across. Hang on, we'll zoom in towards the lake a little bit. Go right across my place, okay? Right across there. Hang on. Right across there. They used to come in. The only way they could come in to this area, there was no road. There was a train coming from down south about maybe 35 miles away, 40 miles away. The name of the little village was Thurso, Quebec. They used to come up here by train. And can you see my hand? Yeah, they used to come up here by train. And back there, hang on, yeah, somewhere. Hang on, I'll show you. Hang on. I'll try to get a fix on it with the zoom. I don't know how good this is going to be. May end up pretty shaky, eh? Whoa. Yeah, that camp. Oh, my big. Well, anyways, the camp you have in sight right there, that's the officers' camp. That's still up. It's somebody's cottage now, but that's where the officers were. And coming back this way, hang on. Whoa, I'm probably zoomed in there. Hang on, I'll zoom you back out. Yeah, a lot of shakiness going on here, eh? Hang on. There. Okay. So that's where the officers were. And back this way, there's a bay, and that's where all the, how should we call them? Germans. They all lived in camps, but they weren't locked up. Like, there was no way out of here for 40 miles south. So they were more or less, they wouldn't endeavor out of here too much. They were fed. All they had to do was work. And I guess they considered it being lucky that they weren't just slaughtered on the other side. Now, going up north from here, the train, they had a local train, and they used to take them up, and there's a bay back there, not too far away, about 2 miles from here. There's a bay, and there was some towers, 2 towers, and they used to watch the loading and unloading, mostly loading of the boxcars, I guess you call them. Hang on, I'll lower this a little bit. Kind of find it high a little bit. Yeah, they used to load the trains and then they send them down. Okay, before we go off too far with this, on this side of the lake, you had 2 different types of wood. In some places you had maple, big maple, and you had pine, white pine, and still quite a few white pines left. The maple was Hang on, I'll back up. It was a big maple, and the only way they could float them to the other side of the lake was to tie one pine on each side and float them across. Then they'd take them out of the water, and they'd be two pieces of wood that they'd send down to the mill down below. The pine was squared off and sent, I don't know where, at this sawmill, but the main thing was the maple that they were salvaging out of this up here. They were making sewing machines cabinet with it. It was a Singer Sewing Machine Company that was in Thurso, Quebec, and I think they sold not even 10 years ago. They sold to a company, it's a Quebec company, it's David Lauzon that bought them, but it was owned by the Singer Sewing Machine Company until then. They'd make cabinets, and as you would guess, the cabinet industry has gone down the tube with time. So anyways, that's the story of more or less, this is origins of the lake here. His access was limited to more or less prisoners and war prisoners and officers, and you'd get some people that would come down here and for fishing. You'd get the Aboriginals, the Indians that would come up from a lake up above, and they'd spend the summer up in Lake Preston, Big Lake Preston, which is just up here. Anyways, for now, that's the story, and this is a true story, by the way, one of many. I salute you all, and we'll see you in the next one.